YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a 3-hole change on our motorcycles today. My Road King back here, and Pops has his Road Glide in the trailer, so we're going to be pulling out here soon, and we're going to probably start out on his bike with this video. But let's talk about some of the products we're going to be using today. Now, Dad, what we got, how you come over here? What we got going on? What we doing today?
We're gonna do. You're gonna use some Amsoil. I like this product a lot. We got a oil catcher drain funnel. I ain't never used that before, so I want to see how that works. We got the primary funnel and the and I just bought the oil filter wrench. I just want to see how these products work. Last year I did it, and I kind of just used what I had at the house, so we're going to try to use some of this stuff and kind of try to do a little small review, because I had never used any of this stuff. I just used what we got, I had around the house. So without further ado, we'll get this bike finished up, and we'll start mine.
All right, so y'all heard him. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go.
We about to bike up to operating temperature. Now we're getting ready to get started on this motorcycle. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the transmission oil. So Ben is helping me today, so I'm gonna point out where that plug is. It's a 5/8 plug, and let's get started. This is your transmission cover. If you come straight down and underneath, you'll see that 5/8 plug right there. And this bike, this particular bike, my bike is an 2008 Road Glide standard. I think the only option that it did come with was this center stand. So my bike has a center stand on it, so we got it sitting on the center stand right now. It's not on the Jiffy stand. So as that oil is draining, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop the oil fill on the transmission and let some air in there so this thing can drain a little bit faster.
Like you said, that plug is right up.
It is right here. Transmission fill, engine oil fill. This is just a video for some guys that do-it-yourselfers that kind of want to save yourself some money. I'm not a professional, but if you're a mechanic and you got some mechanical ability, this stuff's not hard to do. To be honest, it's enough YouTube videos that will show you how to do this stuff. My biggest thing is it's just a journey with me and Ben. He just got a motorcycle and just started this channel, and it's something that I want to do with him. I'm not a professional. This thing's got a magnet on it, so I usually just try to check and see if there's anything that's any big pieces of metal on it, and it's not. So we'll clean this up and put a new O-ring on it. So me and Ben went to the Harley dealership this morning. They make these service kits, gasket kits for the 3-hole oil change. In this kit comes a primary gasket and 3 O-rings, one for the transmission, one for the primary drain plug, and one for the engine oil drain plug. So it's always a good idea, to change these O-rings. They will become flat, and you don't want your bike to leak oil. So cheap enough to do. We'll pop this open and we'll clean this plug up and put a new O-ring on it. Something like a pick or pin or something to get that thing off of there. Get going on that. So there it is. We're back with you. It's time to the transmission lube is out of the transmission now. It looks like it's pretty good. So I got this snap-on torque wrench. So we'll set this thing to 19 foot-pounds. I think the torque is from 14 to 21 inch foot-pounds. I'm sorry. So we'll set ours 19. We'll slide up under here, stick it back in, go from there. So sometimes we do modifications on our motorcycle. So my motorcycle has legendary suspension on the back of it, and right where the oil plug is where my air ride pump sits. So my bike's gonna be it's the same, but it's gonna be a little bit different. So usually you can put a ratchet and a socket on it. I'm gonna have to put a wrench on mine, actually put a wrench on it in order to get the plug out of it. So Ben took a picture of it. Y'all will be able to see it. He'll share it with you. So let me get down here and get started. This is why you should change them every time. That thing is flat.
Yeah, that O-ring.
Yeah, so you have to change them every time. And the bike I could tell it did have a little small oil leak. So the primary plug is close enough to where I can go ahead on and get it going as well. So I'm gonna go ahead on, and the primary plug is right. If you're looking at your kickstand or your jiffy stand on the twin cam, it is right below it, right behind it. So I'm gonna go on and get this started. It's easy enough to get to, and what I'll do is I clean that plug up, change that gasket as well, that O-ring, while the engine oil is draining. And like I said, these cooking pans are cheap enough and they wide enough to where you can get it all caught in one, and you don't have to wait really.
There you go, the screw. So, you can see it.
So
he just took it off.
Yeah. So we'll just kill two birds with one stone. It's easy enough to do. So I'll let that drain, and we'll clean this thing up and get the bike put back together basically, and get some fluids in it. I'm going to start popping the primary cover off as well. So primary fluid, 1 quart. So we'll do this in a crisscross motion. We'll start pattern. So I'm gonna go over here. Okay. All right. So I like that. Now we'll do that. Let's get set up to do the oil filter. Got the oil filter off. I didn't care for that tool from Harley.
Yeah, this little funnel right there. That's what he's talking about.
We might have to get a little bit better with that. So we'll get a little oil on our fingers here. A little bit on the gasket. Now we'll pour some in the filter.
I seen that. Slid right on there, didn't it?
It did. Just snug everything up. Transmission.
first one right there. They right beside each other, ain't they, Dad?
Oh yeah.
And the first one in the front is the transmission. The one behind it is the engine oil.
Now we'll start to add the engine oil.
So we did 4 quarts of engine oil, 1 quart of transmission, and 1 quart of primary is what we did on this bike.
That's a bit. All right, Ben. Let me put the floorboard back on it. Then you can pull it out and we'll get it up to operating temperature. We'll
Okay.
Check the fluids in it again.
All right. As you guys seen, he just got it up to operating temperature. I guess he checked it. Need a little bit more, Dad?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Top it off.
top it off first. I like it like that.
So it's gonna be, we did 4 full quarts in it. Top that thing off. And that's it right there.